In this video, we're going to go over how to do a background check online. I am coming from the website sheriffsdepartment.net. We have lots of resources at the state level and at the county level that you can use to do a background check. These are official state and government resources. I'm going to use the state of Georgia in this example. So some of the essential things when it comes to doing background checks would be court records. You want to check out the recorder's office, criminal records, driving records, business lookup, sexual offender registry. And we give you, if there is one available, it's not going to be the same in every single state. If we found an official resources, we will give you that information on the state-specific page. You also have an option to do a nationwide check or a statewide check by using the search box on top of the page. And we're going to go ahead and just start off with what obviously the most sought after probably background check record would be the criminal record. And in this case, for Georgia, they do have an option to do that. And all you need is a name, date of birth, and a credit card. They do charge $15 to do it. The only problem with these types of background checks is they're going to be state specific in most cases. And so if a person lived outside the state, or if they were going through if they were on the road trip or something like that, and they had some issues with the law or the courts or any kind of background record that's maybe in another state, you might want to look into these locations that a person might have associated with them. And also it might be a good idea to check surrounding counties and surrounding states just in case. Second one would be court records, and you can use the website because we already did the research for you here, or you can actually just go to Google and type your state court records, and you want to look for websites that end with like a .gov, which is guaranteed to be a government or state, a federal government or state government website. And in this case, some states will give you a statewide search, and then at times they will have a county level searches, so you'll actually have to search individual counties. So it does require a little bit of time and a little bit of homework in certain cases, but these records are going to be probably the most up to date, and well, they're coming directly from the source, so it's definitely a solid way to search for records. You also want to check the Department of Corrections website, so if they were ever in prison, you probably want to know that information. And then of course, sexual offender, each state has its own database. Some county sheriff departments have their own databases, so you could look for, just type in your state sex offender, or come back to, or just type in sheriffsdepartment.net in your browser, and come check out the resources that we made available to you. We try to keep the database updated, and I'll give you like the most official resources that are available out there. On top of the background checks, we have special pages for criminal records, court records, inmate search, vital records, things like marriage records, divorce records, things like that, and then of course warrant search. So come to sheriffsdepartment.net, and your background checking can pretty much be done through this website. We also offer a nationwide check, and each page should have a first name and a last name. You just type a first name and a last name, select a state, and then, or you could just leave it at all states, and then click search, and it will it pretty much does the homework for you. So it does a nationwide type of a check, and it goes beyond criminal records. It looks at social media and all sorts of other things. So check that out, and thanks for listening, and stop by sheriffsdepartment.net.